Got a little buck here I shot that I'm using to make some homemade lure. You'll notice there's a fish tank heater stuck in there. Duchess sure likes it. So here I have some of the meat off that deer head. It's been in there at 75-degree heater for, I don't know, 2 weeks, and boy does this. The baits I'm going to try today, mix it up a little bit. I've got polyfill that I put bacon grease in, put it in the microwave so it soaks in really good. Going to try and put that in the bottom of some PVC pipes. Going to use some pipe dream sets. So you want to be a trapper. Well, it can be a very humbling experience. Here's my hunting vehicle, an old Bronco 2. I don't know how many deer I've put in the back of it. And there's my trapping rig that I have to now haul 1,600 yards because it's 55 degrees and we've had a tremendous amount of rain, and there's no way I can drive back there right now. So let's go see what we got today. There is my morning hunt stand, which we usually come over that ridge. I don't know how many raccoons I've caught there. Well, time for number 2. You hold still, buddy. I don't know if you can see this and I can get close enough, but I've got a couple dead raccoons laying out, and look at all those buzzards I just jumped. I'm going to try and sneak around the corner and see if I can sneak up on them, but I think they're feeding on a pile of raccoons that I've been throwing. You know, they're not worth anything anymore. Used to get $25, $30 when I was a kid and used to trap them. Look at all those vultures. Anyways, this is how much damage one little raccoon can do on my catch circle right here. I need to find a place to throw them all. But DP trap, he almost pulled the earth anchor out. Unbelievable how much damage that raccoon can do. There is my usually bow sight. And I have to funnel through here because there's a pond in the way and they can't walk on water, and they either come up around that bend right there or jump the fence right there. And I'm usually sitting right there in a ghillie suit. Camera on when I came around the corner like I should have, but look at all these turkey buzzards right over. There's 2 or 3 raccoons and possums laying right down there. Under that tree I got a DP, have another DP over there. It's been 3 weeks with no activity. I had 2 raccoons laying over there with a dirt hole. Started off as a dirt hole set, and nothing has touched it in, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. So I pulled it and I'm going to take it out into the bean field where I found that coyote trapping, the number one thing is location, location, location. Well, here's Ricky Raccoon. It just proves once you catch one in a catch circle, all their scent just brings them in. Look, there's a dead one right there. There's a possum there. There's another raccoon up there. And there's 3 or 4 raccoons laying up. Let's see what this one takes. Unbelievable. How far they can pull them out. Look at them, waiting for me to leave up there. At least they're cleaning the place up. Anyways, there's like 3 raccoons over there. There was two here. I knew something had been messing with them, but it was up there. Pulled it out. That's where I had a dirt hole set, but nothing's touched it in forever. Well, that's where we got to walk, way out in the end of that bean field. Here's what a hole looks like. Here's what a hole looks like when the coyotes are digging for, I'm not sure whether it's mice or crawdads, but notice how irregular it is. It's not that perfectly round little hole that everyone thinks about. But we have a lot of crawdads right in through here. I'd really like to put a set right there, but I'm afraid because there's a log cabin right over there, and I know they have a dog, and I'd hate to catch a dog in. Here we go. Buddy, haven't you? Huh? Well, it appears I'm getting pretty good at this. That's a nice one too. Nice coyote. Man, them MB650s, this is the shit right here, man. Oh, he looks mean. Oh, you look mean. Arrgh. Man, you really dug that hole out, didn't you? Ruff. 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 Well, this is interesting. I have a deer track right on top of my pan. Why is that filled in? But isn't that a deer track? Well, let's go down to the next one. Well, obviously I have a digger here. It keeps taking my bait, and now my trap is uncovered. Alright, I'm going to put gloves on for this. Alright, take the ears out here. This is one of my favorite tools. It's a concrete tool, but it seems to work pretty good for making a trap bed. Berkshire disposables. Really like these. I don't want to take it too far in case I take it loose with that quick link. Alright. I don't have room for my chain. I don't know why they say to set them, because why not just let the Coyote set them for me? Alright. I really don't think I need any more peat moss, but maybe I will put just a tad bit right there. I like to make sure my those are clear. Make sure that's clear. I worry about those being able to spring. And I usually like to put a little bit of peat moss right there and right there. Now what I want to do, I'll push these sides in really good. You know, a lot of people take a hammer to it, which the main thing is getting the dirt underneath of it. Alright. At least the ground has thawed out a little bit. Dried, I guess I should say. It was a big problem with, I was just dealing with mud. You watch all these people shake that like that. I do that and nothing comes out. Isn't that something? So I don't know what kind of dirt they're dealing with, but put one hole right here. Another one right here. Alright, in this one, I'm filling with rotisserie chicken. They seem to be liking that a little bit. I've moved my traps a whole lot closer. Now I might have a problem with getting bait on my That's just my thought anyways. I don't know, maybe it's a stupid idea, but caught that one on a rotisserie chicken. Throw that down in there. I think this was what was left of my nest, wasn't it? Wish I could. Better backing. You gonna go catch this thing? Really? You're gonna get in that catch circle and get him? Doubling up my traps worked on this. Those two MB650s. Boy, he's vocal. Man, he looks mean. Well, gotta go back and get a gun.
My thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between airport and man.
I'm not a fan of Duke traps. My favorite trap is the MB650. Those things are just killer. But it is Hail Mary time, and I'm throwing everything I got out there. Trapping season ends, bow season ends in next weekend. So everything I got's going to the field. The first thing you have to do to Duke traps, which I didn't know any better when I bought these originally at Real King, but a Duke trap, you must modify it. They do not come out of the box ready to go. One thing is I do not bother dyeing or waxing my traps. I just put them in the ground and they seem to work just fine that way. I hate the chains on Dukes are junk. Smaller than the swing set chain out in my backyard. The next thing is these ears. I've had coyotes chew these and they can easily dislocate this. But anyways, if you take a Duke trap, go buy it at Real King, wherever, you have to modify it if you ever plan on catching a coyote with it. First thing you must do is take file and file the dog down. This point of the dog is, it has a lip right here. You must file that down. The next thing I want to do to my traps is I want to night latch them. So I will take the file, I will put it right here and watch my angle, and I will file till I produce a groove in there that when I set it, I push down on the pan and you will hear the dog go click. Okay? And another thing is, you need to file this straight here and there and just clean all that up. To set your pan tension, you just tighten this screw up right there. I have found that sometimes you can't tighten them more than 3 pounds without taking the screw off and crimping these two pieces of metal here, and then you might get your proper pan tension. But you tighten this down here to set it. And to know your proper footage, you need a Sullivan trap tester, and what you do is you put that in the center of here and you push down until you get the desired footage. This is increments of basically 4.5 pounds. The other way is you can put a known weight on the pan and see what happens. The other thing is these pans are never level. A lot of times they are straight out of the box. They're sitting up like this. You're never going to catch anything like that. So to adjust that pan to where it's level with the jaws is you take and put a screwdriver. They make a special tool for this, I highly recommend. But you stick a screwdriver in there and bend this up. You can put pliers on it and do it, but there's a good chance you will bend one of these tabs more than the other and it won't fire straight. But you can stick a screwdriver there and bend that up to get the proper, to get your pan level after you night latch it and set your pan tension. But like I say, I'm not a fan of Duke traps. They're cheap, but I have a bunch of them and they're all going into the field for a Hail Mary.